Jay-Z in a Nets jersey.
Reggie got Indiana. And he was.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
It's crazy how he was making the cuts, making it.
Why is he not better than him?
So everybody take a seat. We think it's sports, but sometimes we don't know. We asking that.
Yo, if we had that Will Denzel conversation, nah, that a little different. It's a little different.
I got a lot to say about Denzel, dog. I got a lot to say.
Mills, you wildin', man. Early, dog.
Man.
Hey, I don't know what's wrong with Mills, but we are live, though. I tell you that much.
Yo, I'm crying. Yo,
That's funny.
yo, this been one of the funniest pre-productions we had. Yo, we've been crying, laughing the whole time.
Sure.
All right, yo, boys, ready? Mills, get your screen right. Yo, Mills, what's up with that Tito?
Mills, man, what are you doing, dude?
Yo,
Is that Ted?
The Salem witch trial? That's Ted.
That's Ted. Mills got Ted.
But chill, bro.
Yo,
Nah, somebody like who? That's a like a local brand.
I don't know, bro.
Bro, well,
Christmas, man.
I figured it was Polo.
That's fire from wifey. That's fire, bro. That's fire.
Oh,
The shot from somewhere, I don't know.
But yeah, so we are recording, we are live.
That's Care Bear, bro.
Yeah,
We got
the Care Bears. You got the Care
All right, my
Bears
bad.
in the Salem witch trial trap.
It got the bear fur too when you touch it.
Oh, that's fire. I feel that, Mills.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Nah, I know.
It's
I know.
not fire.
I don't. Yo, you do my boys Mills like this already? We didn't even start the pod yet. All right, Mills, try again next week. It's all good, bro. Everybody can't be as fly as Rad.
I'm not fly.
But yeah, so we think it's a sports show. I appreciate everybody coming on, listening to us. Big shout out before we get started. Big shout out to our first time listeners. If this is your first time listening, it's gonna be a lot of that of us just kicking it, talking, just laughing. So just sit back, get ready for a great show. We got a lot of great topics. It was a crazy weekend, but I got to check in with my fellas. So let's hear from Mills, man. Mills, we just flamed you on your hoodie. Do you want to defend yourself, or you just want to tell us about your weekend?
Nah, that's cool, man. I mean, I get money, so it is what it is.
Oh, yo, the I get money means nothing to when it's three niggas that also get money. Like that means nothing to me, Rad. Or
It don't hit the same, bro.
yeah, like Rad on the house. Like, oh, okay, nice.
Mills just told us that he hate the white man because they moved somebody up above him and he was there longer than him. Mills, come on.
I didn't say anything about race.
You said he was white.
Of the person that moved up, but I didn't say who moved them up.
So another black man moved up the white man?
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't. White
Mills is the Sam Cooke of the group, but we're gonna get there later too. Well, go ahead, Mills.
Man, weekend was good though. Man. I found out how out of shape I was.
Oh my God.
Me and a couple of the guys went to go hoop. We took a little drive to go play basketball.
Where y'all go play basketball?
Little drive. Rochester.
We went to Rochester.
Y'all went to Rochester to go play basketball?
Yeah, bro. Boys was thirsty, bro. We was thirsty.
Hold on. Was that the whole group message? Was that in a group message or that was something? This is something different.
No, it's something different.
Okay. So who did you go to Rochester with to go play basketball?
Me, Money, and Mambo went, but we went to go play with Reg, Kadeem, and those boys.
I don't know who that is, but
you know Kadeem from Grover, bro. The big dude that ain't really good, but big.
Yeah, it got me. But
pause.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Y'all actually got into a car.
For the people listening, Rochester is an hour away from Buffalo.
Yes, it's an hour away from Buffalo.
For context,
that is ridiculous. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Bro, when they told me that, I couldn't believe it. I said, "What? Y'all driving to Rochester?"
Boys was thirsty, man.
So it was a gym there?
Yeah, it was a gym.
Okay.
I could have got you on Kim Bailey, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, if y'all hooping outside in Rochester just to go play basketball, y'all need help in the middle of a winter.
I got to hook up for Kim Bailey if y'all want to hoop that bad.
But we could have been hooping.
I don't know why Rad just said that. He just made me upset.
I I was taking Boys Against Bailey at one point. Was I not? Do y'all not remember? Do you?
Yeah, but we're talking about now.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Okay, so y'all know I still got the same connect to it.
But
Like,
real
In the midst of a pandemic, yeah. What are you talking
right?
about?
After hours, 8 o'clock.
You gotta let boys know. Like, listen, we still Gucci. We still gotta let boys know.
We still Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
All
We still
right, then
Gucci.
I want to go shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's
Oh,
the
no,
case-
motherfuckers gonna hit me up for
I
nothing, though.
know what I'm saying.
Yo, man, I want to do a couple layup drills and stuff. Like, no.
Yo, I guarantee OBS didn't catch none of that conversation either.
I put some filters on there. I don't know.
All right, we
some
gonna
YouTube
see.
video, some YouTube dude said put the filters on. I did. So we're gonna see if it go. I don't know.
All right, so Rad, how was your weekend?
I think it was cool. I got some smoke for Denzel. That sums up my weekend.
I'm with
I was
Rad.
just-
I'm not gonna lie. to
So
you.
I was just solely disappointed in Denzel. So I'm gonna just yeah,
Come on,
man.
Can we at least get through the intro?
What's the movie
Nah,
called?
bro.
Before we start
little
on
things.
my guy.
No, well, I'm
It
not gonna
don't
lie.
even make sense. The title does not make sense.
I'm not gonna
The
lie.
movie,
We gotta
it's
kill
little things that
Denzel.
Get you called.
No.
No,
Character?
bro.
Yo.
Listen,
He the main character?
No, we can talk about it
Denzel-
right now.
Denzel is going to get his roasting. Yeah.
There's no main character. There's no more main protagonist.
Yo.
It's just stuff happening that didn't make sense.
Worst movie of all time. Like
It
legit.
didn't make sense.
No, like I'm still trying to figure out, like, we talked about Wonder Woman, right? We talked about Wonder Woman, and we said, with all the people the movie had to go through Warner Brothers, like all the people who had to watch it,
Oh,
it's just like, yo, I don't know who saw this. Like, I honestly, like in my mind, I was watching. I'm like, yo, midway through the movie, I'm like, yo, Denzel is getting old. I think he's losing his
old.
mind. Like, honest to God, I think Denzel's mind has gone because there's no way
man.
possible Denzel
he would
could
make
have.
that.
Yo, when he read the script, he should have been like, yo, what's this?
Yo,
Like, what is
the
this?
dialogue
Like,
was
what is
some
this?
of nobody even talked like this.
Yo, I just didn't
Bruh,
like even
the
to
dude
this
Rami,
day.
Yo, the dude Rami, that
Oh,
was the worst acting job I've ever seen in my life.
can't
Bro, he
that
looking
bad.
so weird. He looking weird. It was forced.
My thing is, where in the world, and this is a spoiler alert, if you did not see it, I'm about to spoil
Oh.
this movie. I'm just trying to figure out, why did the dude get into a car with a serial killer?
Bro,
Hey.
none of it made sense.
No. We not gonna skip the beginning of the movie. The girl in the car. What you got out the car? Damn, what?
That's the first thing we
Yo!
said. I'm watching this
Believe it.
movie.
I said, okay. I said, okay.
What? You in the car? She got out.
But what I'm trying to figure out is, that's why I said, I was like, did the car run out of gas?
No, she
Like,
just pulled over.
But like, why? And then my thing is, it's like,
Oh my god, bro.
the callback was the dumbest callback because it did not make sense. And then did the dude grow hair? Did he grow hair? Is it the same guy? Because the guy that was chasing her had a haircut. Then this guy got. This was
But
the worst.
Nobody
movie.
know.
I don't get it, bro.
worst
I
movie in the world.
don't, bro, the whole time.
There's
watching
no
the
way.
movie,
It's the worst movie in the world, bro.
No, it is.
I'm saying,
I saw a lot of bad movies.
No, it's
like,
terrible.
what?
Right,
I
you know
don't
that.
even get
It's-
what they was trying to have us understand.
Yeah, like,
What's the point of this?
this-
What's the point of everybody
why-
getting together?
This why it's the worst movie. This why it's the worst movie ever. Because it's Denzel. So you think something is coming. So you're gonna invest in it. You sitting there like, okay,
Yeah.
giving it the benefit of the doubt. All right. Okay. And then it's like,
Jared Leto in it.
it was terrible.
and then it's like, what is this? Like by
Yo.
the end, it's, what is this? Not like watching it, oh, this shit is terrible all the way. It's like you thinking something might happen. And it's like,
Listen.
it never
Like,
did.
This
like,
what happened.
oh, okay, I get it now. Nope.
This what happened. Like, it's one of those movies where you press pause and see the time and say, okay, it has to be more left. Like, it
Yes,
gotta
I
be.
think-
It gotta be more. It gotta be more left because y'all cannot tell me this is it. This is not it.
Yo, when he got in the car with the dude, I clicked, I said, yo, what?
It's
what
about to
can
be
happen
over.
right now?
Yes. My thing was,
I said, what can happen right
yo,
now?
the man dug 67 holes.
Yeah.
Like, I could not believe it. Y'all remember the movie Holes? Y'all remember the movie Holes
Yes.
when we watched it in school?
Digging it up,
Yo,
yo.
this was Holes Part 2. Like, he just
Bro,
kept
I just-
digging holes. Like, and it's like, yo, it's a serial killer allegedly in front of you, and you're digging a hole in front of him. Like, what is
With
going
the gun, he had a
on?
gun on the tip. not looking at him. I'm like, he about to take the gun and shoot you. Like what? Like yo,
I've never seen.
I cannot understand, bro. Denzel got to. He literally got to explain that.
No, seriously.
It's like they wanted us to see how some detectives become so immersed in their job that it consumes them or something. Like I don't even. Besides that, what else?
But the thing is,
but
apparently,
he got him paranoid.
Apparently,
is this a hang 'em up movie? Like it's done for Denzel?
I don't.
His acting wasn't bad.
He
was Denzel.
Yeah.
But it was like, why would you play in this?
Yeah.
Why would you?
I didn't understand.
It's a lot of mid movies like the HBO is putting out.
I think that's what it is. Just to like meet a quota.
What it is.
It's a quote. I think this was a movie that they.
That is Denzel.
But Rad, I honestly think that this was a movie that they all said, let's not put this out. And then HBO Max said, okay, since we're in a pandemic and we need movies,
they just hurry up and finish it.
We gotta rehash this joint, dog. Like yo, we gotta throw it out. Because it's like it is so bad. It's like Denzel like. He killed the girl. Like he kills a girl in there, and it's like, what are we talking about?
What was that?
What happened?
It was the past.
I could have wrote the last part better, bro. I had a fire explanation in my head, and it just I don't know, bro.
Nothing could have made that movie better. Like literally nothing. Like it was no love interest. It was just like, who thought this through? I gotta look up the director.
And then, yo, the way
I would never watch his movies again.
The way that he was so in love with Denzel, it almost was like I thought that was his son at the end or something. Like he was like, "Hey, you want to come along and teach me something?" Like,
and then he kept looking at the picture of the girl. Like I thought, maybe that's his ex. Maybe that's his joint, his side joint. Yo, I think of the fire stuff. It's just he keep looking at a picture of a girl, and nobody cares about the girl after that. Like she's still missing.
Yo, all right. So look,
Denzel, bruh, come on, man. Denzel, come in. Denzel, are you listening?
Wow.
You can't name another. You can't name another bad Denzel. Like name another one. Denzel, wow, out.
Denzel, listen to me, Denzel. You are my GOAT, bruh. But with a movie like that, Leo is creeping. Leo is LeBron chasing down Iggy for that block right now, Denzel. Another trash movie like that. You better come with John Q2 next time.
He should have been Equalizer 3 or something, bro. Don't ever your life, bro. Do not believe Denzel.
Come on, I know Inside Man gotta have a sequel.
I cannot believe this right now.
I don't understand it. I'm still looking back at the movie like, yo, no, the guy and the director is John Lee Hancock. He's terrible. But he actually wrote The Blind Side. Like, and it's just a good movie. You know what I mean? I don't understand though. I'm
still not impressed.
You know what's crazy to me? Like the time frame in the movie was never like made known. It was like, okay, when did this take place? Is this like the 80s? Like what is going on?
It was the 90s.
No, I got it.
At the very beginning, it was the 90s, but I thought then it was gonna be like
time had went by, yeah.
But it didn't. She was exactly like just to the 90s.
And then the thing that pissed me, the thing that got me was this.
All right, after this, we're gonna move on.
He said the girl had a red brunette or whatever.
Brunette. Yeah,
to have her hair.
Yeah.
Yo.
It's closer, preach.
Yo, if my thing is, if these are real detectives in life, they need like then I understand why we can never solve any murders. Like, yo, what are we doing? Like, you honestly believe that Denzel found it and then sent it to you? You didn't look at it like, oh my God.
Your mental to help you out. Be like, oh, I'm relieved now.
Oh my God.
No, you got a body. You killed somebody. Like, what are we doing? Yo.
Like you
right.
This is embarrassing, man.
All right, we're gonna move on. I didn't want to start the show off with negativity with it being Black History Month, but y'all couldn't give my man Denzel no time.
Yo, somebody planned that to put that out right before. They trying to kill Denzel on Black History Month. Somebody did this to him. Bro.
It's
a different ending of the movie, and he got duped. It's a different ending.
The ending of the movie is taking place in real life.
Yeah.
It's social experiment. It's everybody now. Now everybody is now trying to come up with the best conspiracy of why Denzel was did that character.
They
I
said-
think
They sent
Jimmy Hoffa was involved in shit.
listen. Tesla sent the rest of the movie to the moon. Like I'm convinced. You know what's crazy? Honestly, this was a movie for his son to do. Like early in his career, and then we look
Bro,
back
I was
on it like
thinking
this
about
was
that. I
so
was thinking
bad.
about
It's
that.
like you cut like you know what I mean? Like when you're young you do stupid things, and this is a movie for his son to do it. Like okay, you get
Bruh.
you get some chops doing bad movies. You know what I mean?
I gotta watch this movie.
No, you don't.
HBO should have called D. Ray Davis for that movie, bro. You're not wasting Denzel time.
They could have caught anybody else, bro.
Yo, it's a
Anybody
waste.
I gotta
else.
watch this right.
Bro, they could have caught anybody. Columbus Short, come on, Columbus Short, come back, bro. Come back to the world. Anybody, bro.
Yo, do y'all realize
Yo,
that?
please,
No,
all right,
one
okay,
more thing. Okay, we gotta move on.
Yo.
Because it's 16 minutes.
All
in.
right, I'm done.
Do y'all
I'm
know
done.
that Denzel spent an entire length of time trying to find this dude, and in 2 days he found him at a place that fixes washer machines. Like I don't understand that. Like how all of a sudden you find this man in 2 days at a place that fixes washer machines? Like why is he there? Like what are we talking about? Like who thought that this was like? Oh my god, it was terrible. I'm sorry.
What was it called? The little things you said?
It don't
Yes.
matter, bro.
The bad
Terrible
things.
things. Terrible things.
We're not plugging that on this show.
Absolutely.
watch
We're not
that.
plugging on this show.
I'm happy. I'm so happy it's free, bro. Oh.
Yo, bro, I know it's still Mambo. I said, bro, if I would have got dressed, went to the movies,
You're right.
paid
You're right.
$20,
Yeah, if I don't went to the movie,
spent $30 on concessions,
I'd have been pissed.
maybe got a drink,
I'd have been pissed.
and
I'd have
then
been
gotta walk out to the cold,
I'd have been pissed.
sit in my car while I warm up and drive home. I would have been so mad.
Punching the wheel, punching the wheel on the way home.
I would have been like Cuba Gooding Jr. and
Bro, Cuba could have did that. Cuba could have did that. Cuba could have.
Anybody could did that. Yeah. So remainder of the podcast is coming with people that could have been that movie. But it was another movie that came out that I actually did enjoy, and that was on One Night in Miami by Regina. It's about Malcolm, Sam Cooke, Muhammad Ali, and Jim Brown. They all was in Miami kicking it after the Liston Muhammad Ali fight. And he was in a hotel, just whatever. And Regina just kind of, it's a play that was a spin on what they think went down in a hotel room. So let's throw it out there. What is your boys? Who's seen it and what y'all think about it?
They do realize that
I saw.
Jim Brown is still living, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Jim Brown never going to tell people what happened in that room, though.
Oh,
I
I'm
met
just
Jim
asking.
Brown.
I'm just
Shout out to Jim
asking.
Brown.
I'm just saying Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Who else is like Malcolm
But it was
X
a picture of
dead?
your dad, wasn't he?
Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali is dead.
Picture of
Muhammad
me
Ali is
too.
dead. Who else?
They are dead. Sam Cooke, they are.
Except Jim Brown.
Yep.
Yeah, except
Yeah,
Jim Brown.
that's okay. I was just making sure. Okay. Mills.
I thought it was a good movie though. It was a lot that was brought forth just by it being in that one night. They came back after the fight. Malcolm was trying to get Muhammad to turn Muslim and everything, but he was gonna leave. What?
He was Muhammad Ali at the time, though, right?
No, he was
He
Cassius
was
Clay.
Cassius
Oh,
Clay.
so he
Clay.
did. Okay. I was remembering.
Yeah. But they had the security. Malcolm was. I mean, he was very, very. He was a very strong individual. Like he was very, determined to what he believed in and stuff like that. Like he was definitely trying to get people to follow in his footsteps. After the fight, they went to the house. They were trying to, go out to party, but they ended up having like a little meeting, and they was pissed. Like, yo, what is this? We trying to have a good time.
What you think of the movie? I mean, you don't gotta like tell people like what happened in it. Like, what did you think about it, bro?
Bro, when you read the back of a book, you give your little.
Bro, we not here to
And then you get to the bottom.
tell people this not a book review. What is Clem knows? What did you think of it?
I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie. That's all you want me to show you want to hear? I thought it was a good
No,
movie.
yeah, why? Why is it a good
No,
movie?
I'm gonna give I'm giving you which one.
Malcolm was wearing
I thought it
a
was-
black suit and a white tie.
I thought it was a good. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie. Next, I thought it was a good movie.
I will say this: I do feel like when Rad said "Let Mills finish," that was a "Let Mills finish" moment because because that was all Mike. I know, but like he was just saying how he felt about the movie. Mike, Jesus.
I was giving the clips.
Like
the
we
clips,
just spent
man,
20 minutes explaining little things. He could have gave him 5 minutes.
I was ready to move up for that too.
I know.
PowerPoint. If I was in front of a class, I'll be hitting the button on the thing, and I'm giving my my say, and I'm hitting the next screen, next slide, say, next slide, say. But it's okay. It was a good movie. Next.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I thought the movie was dope. It started when Muhammad Ali was fighting in the ring, and then I'm sorry. I tried to be like Mills right there. It didn't work. All right. So it was good. It was good. I couldn't do it too long. I can't do that. I just couldn't do that shit. That's like I can't do that.
I that much to tell me it's turning about Muhammad Ali in the ring. I just told Mills.
Yeah, I don't care about that. But I thought it was good. The dynamic of all three, how they set everything up. You know what I mean? How they set up. How all of them was treated, even though they were like superstars. And then the best part, resonated with me was the whole conversation in the hotel room. You know what I mean? Just going back and forth of what, 2 conversations or 3 different versions of how that time period was going, how different thoughts, how different people was going about making change, and you know what I mean, how each one thought about others. You know what I mean? Just a real conversation, with valid points on both sides, on all sides. You know what I mean? Not just, it was just one dominant, everybody should do this. No, it was like, this how I thought I was doing my change. This how you know what I mean? So that dynamic of all different sides and all valid points, and I think that was the best part, the dialogue and the back and forth.
So Priest, you didn't see it yet, did you?
I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
I don't you know what? It's just not for me.
That's fine. Everything's not for everybody. But so like for me, definitely the hotel scene was the best. Like that dialogue, that back and forth. And even though, right, I don't think that's what really happened, like that's believable. I can see Malcolm X being a dude that whenever anybody trying to have fun, shutting it down. Like just shutting it down. Anything, drinking, nope, shutting it down. Want to go party, nope, shutting it down. And like for me, just seeing him, how hard they show him trying to get Sam Cooke to be like, yo, you got to be on the same page with everybody. And Sam like, yo, I'm on the same page. I'm just not so militant as you. And just really seeing that difference. And like it is more than one way to skin a cat, as they say, or one way to do something. Or what Will Smith say, more than one way to lay a brick. But
I got the treadmill.
I think that seeing that dialogue and how she wrote that was dope, and I think everybody should see it. Just to see like 4 legends and what they went through at the time, what Jim Brown went through, Sam Cooke, they all had their own trials and tribulations trying to do stuff for Black people. So I thought that was dope. So but it is 4 of us here. So Priest didn't see the movie, but Rag, who do you think you would be in if we were them?
I don't know. Jim Brown.
I was about to say I was gonna say that.
I'll be Jim Brown.
Who you think you'd be? Millie? See, I don't know. Either me or Preach should be Malcolm X.
Yep.
But I don't know. No, Preach, when Preach on his bag is Preach.
It's Preach.
But sometimes it's not. So Mill Sam Cooke, and I'd be Muhammad Ali.
Wrong Sam Cooke, man.
No, wrong Sam Cooke. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He was holding. He was holding up. He was holding
savvy.
And then,
he was business savvy.
After Malcolm, let him have it. He had his little moment when he talked to Jim. He released, everything that was inside of him, because you could tell he had a lot of stuff, built up. And he was a little upset that he didn't make that, the song that was played, and then he came up with that "Born by the River." Man, that thing hit.
That thing hit.
He came. They say he came out with that after that.
Yeah.
Change gonna come. No, but he did.
It was fine how they did.
That's factual.
Okay.
I mean,
that was fine how they did it
after the night. but like not literally. Like
no.
He said that it's because of that night.
Because of because of the song. Like the song really affected him. How did a white boy from Minnesota come up with a better song for civil rights than me? Right, so that is true.
That's true.
A lot of stuff is true.
Okay,
but what really how it happened, Regina put her own spin on it. Right,
that's dope.
But did Malcolm X play that song for him? Probably not. Right, I don't think Malcolm
he heard
did
it.
that.
Yeah,
but when he heard it and it really affected him, they just sold it that way in the joint.
Okay,
that was great.
Was
on the low, because how she put all that together, great writing. How she did it, because it made it believable. Like even if you never know any of those stories, you would have believed that. Like you would like somebody who didn't know this stuff, a younger kid watched that, they would think that happened. Like, oh, Malcolm and he 100%. Came up with the song, and Muhammad Ali decided to become Muslim that day. Like they would believe all that. You know what I'm saying? So that was really
scary.
Great writing.
And that's scary because me and Angie was talking about that because in the Harriet, they had some stuff that wasn't true. I guess it was some dude, her ex-boyfriend, or I don't know. It was a fake character that they made up of a black man that they made up that was like a antagonist. So when you start making movies about historical figures, but it's your own spin, people can't take that for fact. If somebody walking around telling people like, yo, Malcolm X is playing music and dancing, like, no, it's not true. But people gonna think it is.
But white people been doing that for years.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they have.
Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Thank you. Malcolm X has arrived, everybody.
But the truth is, if you look at how they play certain stories, that's why people listen, man. We don't have to go there.
Passion of Christ.
No, I'm not even. I wasn't even talking about religion, but like they obviously whitewash religion to suggest that all
the
those.
mummy.
This is like, what are y'all talking about? Like, first of all, you've never been to anywhere where Jesus or any of those people have been in Egypt, and you've seen somebody white like that. Like, it's not even. It's literally. It's impossible unless you got vitiligo or alopecia or you got alopecia
it was
or
a
something
movie
like that.
Recently came out was like Gods of Egypt. Y'all see the Gods of Egypt movie?
And they all white. It's
all
like
of them was. I'm like,
how could they be white with all that sun there? Like, stop. That's literally it's legit impossible. Or it's like, what is it called? Albino. Like everybody's albino now. Like literally the whole cast. It's like that's not even realistic.
You ever seen a grown up albino?
Yeah.
Like an older albino? Y'all seen them?
Yes, they not as.
I never see them. I only see kids, bro. I never see like midlife albino.
Actually, you know what? I take
one
that
chick in
back.
high school.
I take that back. I have not seen a grown up albino in a long time.
Like kids, after they get to like what 12, 13, 14 is over. Like you don't see them.
Remember the girl that used to live across the street from our grammar school?
Yeah, I've not seen her.
I've never seen her again. No, but it's a
where they
homeless.
go?
It's a homeless albino. He got the matted hair.
The dread.
He be walking around. I haven't seen him in a long time either, though. By the way,
I think he passed away.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
If any missing albinos, I mean, I hope y'all. I don't know.
That's interesting. I have not seen
you don't see
albino.
You see a lot of kids. You see a lot of kids.
Like dinosaurs now. They disappeared.
I don't know.
They gone.
Huh. That's interesting.
Let me see how. I mean, that's it.
Just Google.
I'm about to Google somebody right now. Albino people.
All right.
I'm talking about the ones you actually see, like in life, in real life, and you're like, okay, then you don't see them big no more. I know. Whatever. You keep going.
So Mills, is your high school crush still fire?
Yo, Lex asked me that the other day.
Was that a challenge?
No.
It was some on Facebook.
No.
It was
your high school crush still fire challenge.
Listen, they do all these challenges.
I guess
bro.
it was a Facebook stat and boys are going crazy.
Oh wait. That's what y'all was talking about. Oh,
yeah.
About
Mills. I'm asking you. Yeah, I'm asking you.
We can't get into it.
For one, we're not here to talk about that.
We're not about to talk about that.
I don't care. Y'all gotta tell me what happened.
Yeah, no. All right, we can throw that off.
But it ain't nothing, bro.
Is your high school crush still fire?
I didn't have a high school crush.
Well, he can't say
he don't got
that he's married to somebody that he
expectations.
went to high school. Like, but that's
he don't got expectations. You don't got crushes.
No, man.
But I got money. But he got money though.
I did have a high school crush. I did. But is she still fire? I don't know.
You want to keep a tabs on her?
I don't look at other females. Everything I got.
It is not realistic for Mills to answer. Neither Rad either, by the way.
I answer it, and then y'all call me. I'll make sure I'm good if she hears this. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I'm saying? I got balls, Mills. That's what it is.
Both of y'all are with people from high school.
Go ahead, Rad. What you gonna say?
I was waiting for y'all. I was gonna go. I just sneak. I mean, it's my
I'm trying to think.
freshman year.
Oh my god!
I had crush this freshman year, and the last I seen them, last I seen them, they good. They fire.
Dang. All right,
It
Rad.
was a couple. It was a couple freshman year. It was a couple freshman year.
Certified lover boy. I see
Hold
boy
on.
drinking.
Two. It was two. I don't even crush two people.
Were they older?
Yo, he is wild. You
No,
hear him saying names?
no, they wasn't.
Y'all hear Mike Mills saying names?
Yeah, I heard him.
Nah, I don't know.
What's wrong? I know, right?
No,
heard.
one like left like sophomore year or something like that. So
Rat Wilder. But
Man.
I just thought about that. That was a high school crush. That is the definition of high school crush, Mills. I haven't seen her and I literally don't know how long. But y'all know the story. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it was another one. I don't know if Mike remembered this, and I gotta be careful how I say this. There was Mike, Mills was there too. We played at a certain high school, and I could tell you remember the high school, because somebody got their phone stolen and they just went crazy in the locker room. Y'all remember that? Okay, but Mike, you remember when we was there and it was remember it was a shorty there, and
the little joint, yeah.
What's wild is like that, like I know like that person years later. This was years later, but this is not in a span of, I'm gonna have to say 6 years. But years later, like I ran into that person from that. And you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But like that's wild to me.
Back.
But to say this though, she's trash now, bro. Like garbage. Like bad.
yo, oh, that's funny.
Face is not bad, but like just got fat as hell, man.
Yeah.
Sad,
It was a girl freshman year.
Piss me.
She was like Asian or something like that. Y'all remember? It was a girl freshman. She was Asian.
Quiet.
Yeah, I forgot her name, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about,
left.
brody.
It was freshman year, so she left like soon after, like either in the freshman year or beginning of sophomore. She was gone, but she was Asian. It don't matter.
See, and for me, it's tough, right? Because I don't know what a crush means, right? It's a lot of people that I thought was cute, but like crush, like what are we saying by crush?
Crush, you like them?
Yeah,
It's
like-
you thought about them or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so like it's like, yo, I can't wait to go to that class because I know she.
Yeah.
All right, I
Trying to
had a
get her to
couple-
notice you and stuff like that.
I had a couple, but they were always like, the upper class. Oh, it's like the sophomore in the freshman class, the junior in the sophomore class. I usually crushed on like the I don't know why they were in my class. Maybe Spanish too, because I was in Spanish too.
Think of that. I had
the
upper
older
class
It
joint.
was over the upper class.
I did. Y'all seen it?
It's one that
Yo, hold on, yo. Can I like why every time y'all do that when that like I had a crush. We all knew that. And that crush came on to me. And all of a sudden it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. Y'all seen what happened? If you know, you know.
We didn't see anything, bro.
Mills, was you there, Mills? Mills, was you there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody was there.
But Sam, it was a cry.
Wait. Nobody was there when she kissed me.
I think Naz
nobody's
maybe.
there. She kissed you on your cheek, bro. What you talking
Okay, so you do know the story. You know what I'm saying?
about? All right, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was an 8th grade. It was a 7th, 8th grade joint that was in the high school that's trash now. For
Oh,
us.
absolutely. I just seen her like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's doodle. You know what I mean? But
Like-
it was a joint.
Like,
we
literally.
all crushed her.
May
Well,
or
she
may
doodle
not work
now.
at the same place I work at. It's like doodle.
Yo.
Hey, trash.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I don't think you know what we're talking about, but I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
Any high school altercations
Garbage.
that y'all still holding on to?
Nah, I never had no altercations. So.
Nah, I've
never had a fight.
Yes, you did. We talked about it on the pod. What you talking about? You had many
an ar-
altercations.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like an altercation with another person, I'm talking
Yeah.
about like a guy, not
Like some
altercations,
beef.
run-ins with females.
Nah, I know.
but-
I'm just talking. I'm just
Yeah.
talking. No, I y'all know my one person I didn't like.
I don't know.
It wasn't not like playfully didn't like, but didn't really like. It was a female. It was a female.
Yeah.
I mean, besides that, and that was literally one way. That was just me. Is her burning hate for her. But besides that, yeah, I mean, I could off air. I could take off air. But besides that, and it was just really one way, and whatever. I never talked to her anyway, and that's it. But I had no beef with nobody.
Yeah, Mills, you got no beef?
I had no beef.
Yeah, you did, Mills.
Yeah, you did.
You got more beef than we did. Okay, you ain't got to bring that up, Mike. Mike, you can go because
I did.
Oh my God.
I guess I did. I don't know. Something was wrong with that dude, man. He used to be wilding.
I'm not gonna go there because I don't want to. I'm gonna be respectful. Mike, can you go?
Remember Mills? I remember Mills was going around like tackling everybody after football practice and stuff. Remember that?
I've never remember that.
If Mills was going around like trying to beat everybody up after football practice, like some bully. You remember that, Mills?
Right.
Oh my
Rad making
Yeah, Rad. I don't remember
he
that.
He literally tried to do that for like a week, and then he tried me, and it didn't work. So then he stopped. But I was
definitely lying.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Well, you can go.
I'm crying.
Mills know what I'm talking about because he tried me.
It's definitely a couple niggas I want to put hands and feet on. Ooh. And so when I see y'all know it's still beef. But luckily, I'm out of town now. But they know.
You serious?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
know what Rad is talking about. I don't know what.
Yo, it's a couple. It's a couple. I want to put hands.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sam. I didn't know what
hands and feet on.
About what?
It's all good.
Did you say you had beef?
No, I never had beef with anybody.
No.
No, he said no.
You had beef with Noble. You know what I'm saying?
I never had beef with him. It was all love. Like, you know what I'm saying? I actually corrected my life. Like, you know what I mean? Set me on the path of basketball. Shout out to Noble.
So somebody want to explain this Robin Hood thing to everybody?
Yeah, sure.
Specifically me.
Things got a little crazy, to say the least. Literally, like international attention. I mean, and even for days, a lot of fallout.
Still going on.
Yeah, still fall. And I think that we'll see the fallout as the years goes on. Like I don't think this is the last of it. But what happened is, a lot of people are scared of the stock market, right? Because we're just not educated on it, so we don't know enough. Like, but what happened is it was on Reddit. Reddit kind of like it's in our consciousness to a degree. It had like a peak moment. It's not at a peak moment right now, but I guess it just went back up in people's consciousness. But nonetheless, it was a Reddit group, Wall Street Bets, right? And there are tons of Reddit groups, right? So I mean, there are millions of Reddit groups, or thousands, I should say. This was just one of them. Wall Street Bets. Couple million people in there, and they had like they already talked about stock in this, right? This is not nothing new. They like
Wall Street Bets.
Yeah, so I mean they were talking about stuff like that all the time. It just so happened, right, that GameStop, right, the stock that everybody's talking about, there was hedge fund companies who put a short on the stock. Now let me say this: if you do not know anything, watch the movie The Big Short. Right? If you watch the movie The Big Short, have anybody watched it in here?
No, I don't see it.
Okay, you should, honest to God, tonight, instead of watching the little things, Mills, go watch the movie. Seriously, go watch the movie The Big Short. It is. First of all, it's an amazing movie. It's like a documentary style movie, but it just gives you an explanation of what happened in 2008 with the financial crisis, and it just gives you it simplifies the language of Wall Street. But nonetheless, they put a short on the company, meaning that they said that GameStop will eventually fail. In layman's terms, right? Yeah.
So kind of like if you play craps, right? You can play the go or you can play the don't. You betting that it's gonna lose.
Yes.
They played the don'ts.
Yes. So they played the don't.
And it's reasonable.
Yeah. Which is
GameStop.
GameStop
is like
GameStop
Blockbuster,
and it will fail. Like it's going to fail.
They were selling left and right. It was failing for sure.
And it's
stock
going
will go
to
down.
fail. It will eventually.
I can't believe they still open.
Yeah.
Like nobody be in there.
Eventually, it will go out of business.
Nut. Shout out Nut. That's where Mills' money go. He still go to GameStop and buy games.
That's terrible.
Shout out Nut though.
But nonetheless. In our generation, we know that people buy games online anyway. So GameStop will fail. And so the hedge fund company put a short on there, played the don't, saying that they will fail. And basically, That was public knowledge. You do not have to. This is important. You do not have to disclose your short position. Like you don't have to. But I think after a certain time, there's some regulations where if you start talking bad about the stock, you do have to disclose that you have a short position on it or that you're going against it. Nonetheless, they seen it and they band together and say, okay, let's
stop it.
Yeah, let's bump up the stock. If we put all our money into it, we're going to raise the stock up, and then we're going to squeeze the short. Meaning that, because if you have a short position, you're actually paying money to it. Like it's like it's hard to explain because you just have to.
You wait for it. You wait for the down. It's going to hit. I mean, like you waiting for the down.
Yeah, but you still have to. But you're losing money.
You're losing.
money.
Yeah, you're losing. But yeah.
But hedge funds have so much money they can withstand a short position. So
that's what they do. That's how you get the most money.
That's all they do.
That's how you get the most money.
So what happened was the Wall Street bets, they banded together, right? So if you got 1 million people, you don't have the capital of a hedge fund, but if you got 1 million people that have, say, $10,000 or whatever, however amount of money, so if you just keep putting that in, you raised the stock up, and the stock went crazy. It was like 386 or whatever it was. They had to get out their short position because they took a massive loss. And in the process, a lot of people made money on the stock.
A lot of money.
A lot of people lost a lot of money because my man right now at work, he said, yo, I'm holding the line, dog. I just seen him yesterday. I swear to God. I said, yo, you sold?
Hold the line.
Listen,
hold the line.
I swear to God, I just seen him yesterday. He was like, yo, dog, I'm holding the line, dog. It's going to go up. I'm like, Brody, you lost your money, G. It's over. It's a dud.
What it closed at today? Let's see what it closed at today.
That stock is never going up ever again. Like, it's over. But
hold the line.
They did that with AMC, the movie theater, which is gonna go out of business eventually. And a couple of
shout out
Rat got the plug. Bingo.
I had the plug.
But that's like a Cliff Note version of what happened. But the overall theme, and I want to ask y'all this, because Mills, you're not in the stock market, correct?
No, I just got savings accounts.
Okay, Mike, you play with the stock. Rad is all in. Brad, yo, listen, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. We get an email every day to our we think it's worth a business account. And I like when I say it pisses me, like
Yo.
I'll be like, yo, Rad. First of all,
I turned it off.
Rad is wilding. I don't know if Rad I don't know what Rad is involved in, but whatever it is, it cannot be legal. Yeah.
Nah, definitely some Madoff.
Yeah, definitely a Ponzi scheme. Because every day it's either
I
Rad.
got some bread from that too.
Listen, it's like Rad is getting money or Rad is either. It's like I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, yo. But anyways, how do y'all feel about stocks though? Like because I think it said like the two places that produce the most millionaires, stock market and real estate.
Yep.
But yet and still, like, we know that our community, we don't really deal with the stock market. Why do you think that is? It's just a lack of education, Mike?
100%. Right? Because people would tell me was like they don't want to take the chance, right? They want their money to go to something more what is the word?
Tangible.
More secure.
No, more secure, right? But then they go spend $100 on lottery tickets, right? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Right. So it's just the lack of education that people don't understand what stock markets are, right? You can be aggressive and go get the risky ones, or you can just go get the ones and that you're gonna I sit my money in there, and in 30 years, I'm gonna go see, oh, cool, I'm set. Right? You can do both. It's better to have your money in certain things like the stock than just putting it in the savings. And yes, and the mattress is the worst place because you lose money there. Yeah. Right. That's why we told Mill, like, yo, that saving stuff is dead, bro. Like, yes, you can be okay.
You lose money in savings too.
Well, yeah, you lose money in savings too. We try to be more than okay. Like, we try to take it to the next level, and I need more people to be educated on that. That's why we're doing the blacklist, and we try to get people on that preach. Dude, you did a great job at explaining that for everybody. But I want to get like an expert on to do that too. Right? So that's why we're doing it.
But before I give my answer, I don't want to take like Robin Hood off the hook because they wild. They like
they wild out.
They wild out, and a lot of other companies too. Not just Robin Hood, but they were the biggest one, and they just stopped. They stopped having people be able to share or buy certain stocks that was on Reddit, and they was not letting people make the money, not letting people get that money. They was because too many other hedge fund people was losing money. They stopped it. I mean, I understand the game. Them the people you're gonna constantly get. I mean, I understand why they did it, but it's just not cool. You know what I mean? It just wasn't cool. A lot of the people who was, understanding the game, making money, they just stopped it. You know what I mean? So that wasn't cool on Robinhood.
Well, don't tell me it's a free market then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that lends itself to why we don't get into the stock market, because like stuff like that, when stuff like that happens, like people like are pushed away and like shine away. But I will say this to people, like, I get it, that's life, right? It happens all the time. But at the same time, it is a way to, it's not, let me say this, because let me ask y'all this, because I see, like, with certain people that I know, they use it as a means to make money immediately. And I see that a lot. And it's like, I was just at the barbershop and we were talking about the whole Robinhood thing. And then somebody was like, yo, can y'all teach me? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all teach me? I tried to get in it, but I really don't know, what's going on, yada, yada, yada. But for me, it's like, you can make money fast. Like, that is possible.
You could day trade.
Yeah, but the likelihood of it happening is slim to none. And the reason why I say that is because if you want to make money real fast, then most people seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street. And I'm not saying just far as like the illegal things he did, but if you are not as relentless and like dialed into what he's like, I'm saying like every day look like, then it's very hard to just make a lot of money fast like that. If you're doing penny stocks and you trade and day trade, because like you can't have a job doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do that. That is your job. Like if you're gonna make money like that. But other than that, like you have to find stocks that's reliable. You put your money in, and you just see your money grow over time. Simple as that.
So it's investments for the future.
Absolutely,
it's investments for the future, and you got to understand it's all on some real kind of fake as well. Like certain like Trump or Elon Musk can say something and can push a stock because everybody, you know what I mean. So it's not like so you what you want to do is just stuff you use, right? Like Mills, your wife shop at Target or shop at Amazon probably every other day, one of the two. So put your money in one of those two because that's something you use. So don't try to unless you want to get real into it like that, but just use stuff you use. What you got on your feet right now? Probably some Nike. Buy some Nike stock, bro. You know what I mean? Like keep it simple.
Amazon.
Buy stuff you use. Just the big. What type of phone you got? You probably got an iPhone. Go get some Apple. You know what I mean? Simple stuff like that. And don't, and then if you want to keep going dive and trying to get in some electronic stuff or whatever thing, you can do that. But
crypto.
Yeah, crypto. I got Bitcoin. Shout out to Bitcoin. Bitcoin. But I don't know about that Dodge. I don't know. We'll see.
Fake.
But I don't know about that. but just stuff like that. You know what I mean? What you pay your money for, go get some stock in it,
I would say it was funny because while y'all boys were talking about the Robinhood scandal, I was in my other group chat talking about the silhouette challenge. I tried to come to y'all with the silhouette challenge. I was like, make it out of here. But Mills, let me ask you a question. Right?
That wasn't a good challenge.
You on Facebook and you scrolling, and the video happened to pop on. It's the busted challenge. All you hear is my butt getting big. Do you play it cool? If your wife is right there, or you frantically try to like scroll past that joint and act like you wasn't watching it?
I cut the volume down.
Thank you, Mills.
Mills a pro.
Cut that volume down.
But it's crazy though because
you scroll up a little bit, cut the volume down, and come right back. Go right back to that thing.
It's crazy though because it'd be like she'd be like, "What you watching?" I ain't watching nothing. And then you hear the music playing on her phone, a video. Then 2 minutes later, another video, same video. Like, yeah, what you watching? Don't worry about it. Something you don't need to see. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's funny because like I was right next to Angie, just scrolling on them joints. She's like, "Yeah, you gonna watch?" I was like, "Nah, they keep popping up. They keep popping up. I'm gonna keep scrolling." But like you said, the challenge is like the silhouette challenge was nothing crazy. I thought it was kind of dope, right? Women dancing. It was some creeps out there taking the filter off. And
I heard. They said you can put them on Twitter. It was like an app something on Twitter.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, boy,
gotta
was
chill.
horny. Boys was horny.
I mean, y'all girls keep doing these challenges. You gonna have these guys doing stuff. I mean, come on, y'all know this.
They gotta chill.
That's how it goes.
Yo, took the filter off.
Took the filter off, bro.
My God.
Yo, wow. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. So like, yeah, so my whole day was just was just pretty much that after that. I'm not gonna lie. Just watch all them joints. But so like I said, it was a crazy weekend. It's another story. We're not gonna talk about it yet. We're gonna let it play out in the course a little bit. Big figure in our culture. Everybody know what's going on. So I'm just praying for everybody in that situation, all the survivors. Just praying that whatever happens, everything gets set up. So we can move on. Oh, also, me and Mills.
Mike, I missed. I think I missed.
He's talking about T.I. and Tiny.
What you say?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's talking about T.I. and Tiny.
So,
I was lost too. I'm like, what is going on? To go on that silhouette challenge, did y'all see the Tiffany Haddish and Common one?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Common could have did that Denzel movie because that joint was terrible. They should have threw Common in that joint, bro. Like,
that'd be good.
Common would have did. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. Common, you could do that.
Or Michael Ealy and just put a girl in there and he chasing her.
I'm crying. Common could have played that movie.
Common definitely would have been good for that role.
He would have been great. He would have been ass corny.
I believe it.
It'd been better. It'd been better.
There you go. This stupid. All right.
See Common dumbass getting in situations like this.
Yeah.
Y'all probably want to watch it though. If Common was in there, y'all probably want to watch
Exactly.
it.
But I want to watch it, but if I would have caught it, I'd have been like, oh, this is something stupid. All right, whatever. Who cares? It's Common.
This is a B-rated joint. It's
Common. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah,
the budget ain't too big. Nobody really cares. They had to do what they had to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, you only seen it because it had it in black voices on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he dropped your joint.
Only why you see that joint.
So, but me and Mills had a dope interview with Alexis Monet, aka Miss Body Language. So we're gonna air that Friday. So be in tune for that. All right. So we've been here for a while. Let's get into some sports. So I want to start with Mills Man first. And right, it's unfortunate that on the first day of Black History Month, courtside Karen, she woke up and chose violence. So Mills, man, what happened, man? Why your man Brown go like that last night?
My man Brown ain't do nothing, man.
What happened?
Brown said they was wild and they had a couple words to say. He didn't expect them to get kicked out the arena. That was on the refs. The refs made the decision. He said they probably had a couple, drinks too many. But, she flipped it. It's always a he said, she said type of thing. She flipped it and said Brown was calling her the B word and everything like that. Like stepping on her toes. She was just trying to stick up for her boyfriend and stuff like that. And the Brown being disrespectful. Her husband. And she stood her ground. She said she stood her ground and she went right back at him and she got kicked out. She said that was a bad thing that Brown did. He's supposed to be one of those people everybody look up to, but he has his flaws. But Brown said no, it wasn't nothing.
Yo, somebody was that Jason Tatum girlfriend?
No, that was some old white dude.
Oh,
they was calling her a gold digger or whatever because she married some old white guy, rich guy.
She's 25.
But
he looked like he definitely 70 something, 60, 70 something.
Donald Sterling?
Maybe.
Yeah, they got
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's crazy how that made the headlines. Like that's all it's been in the in the news feed and stuff like that.
Of course.
And
it's LeBron James.
Right, but it's
with a white blonde. LeBron versus a white blonde. Come on.
Right, but it's bigger things out there, bigger issues. And I know we're going to get to it, but like the Chad Wheeler, it's bigger things out there. You know what I mean?
Well,
you got people.
Go ahead, let's get into it.
Yeah.
It's bigger things out there. You got, you got a Caucasian male, got a black girl. He beat her up. Like he beat her up bad, had her bleeding, stuff like that. And he just chilling. I think he pleaded not guilty today. Or was it today or yesterday? He pleaded not guilty. He said that it didn't happen, but when the cops came to the house, they saw her bleeding, blood all on her face. She had like fingerprints on her neck and stuff like she'd been choked out and stuff. And he moved to Hawaii. Like the man asking he moved to Hawaii, and he pleaded not guilty.
He ain't trying to go to jail.
He faced like 9 to 12 years. I think Travis Kelce actually had an interview when he talked about it, and he said, "Man, it's bad." And they hope that the people do what they got to do, the police and stuff, to get this situation situated and have him do the time that he deserved. But it's kind of sad that we don't see this in the headlines. And I honestly believe it's more, important than LeBron getting a girl kicked out of a basketball game.
1000%. I didn't like read everything about the case. And
It was his girlfriend, quote unquote, I guess.
no, yeah, I got that point. I'm just saying, as far as like, I don't know if any other thing else came out about the story. I will say, like, I do, like, in in any domestic violence situation, I personally, I don't care who is involved. I don't like to. I do like the case to be tried. Like, I want the evidence to show what we're seeing, because I just don't like to just throw people, because I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he beat the brakes off.
I think they said he was. I think they said he was like drinking a smoothie or something when the cops came. Something stupid.
No, yeah, I'm
stupid.
I'm just saying, like, I always put myself in that situation, and I don't know this person, but if he did it, he needs to go to jail for a long. He needs to go to jail for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's period in a discussion. If he did it, he needs to go to jail for a long time.
He already admitted to it.
He admitted to it. Oh,
I mean, he said it was a manic attack or something.
Oh, well, then he's finito.
Yeah. What I want to know, I'm not necessarily, because what I want her to, like, it was domestic violence. It was, I guess her boyfriend, but I want her to finish and press the charges. You know, a lot of this stuff, because you love them or you want to go back to them and stuff like that, and then the charges just evaporate. You know what I mean? I hope, hopefully she follow through this and get him to, to serve that time. You know what I mean? So that's what I hope the most. And get people like that, in the prison.
He can never play football again.
No, he's done.
Oh no, he got. Yeah, he gone.
He banned for life. That's what they said.
They didn't say that.
No,
I mean, Seahawks just cut him, but they're gonna wait for. I think I don't know if he's gonna wait. He probably, but I think he more than likely gonna wait for the trial too, and to maybe, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
So it's just like, I won't even read what happened. Right, it was terrible. But I do want to talk about something that I found interesting when I was doing some research yesterday. The headline, it was a TMZ headline. It said, cops describe wild struggle to detain linemen. Taser had no effect. Right.
Wow.
So they said, yeah. So he said when he came 6'7", 315 pounds. Right. They say it was like wrestling with a bear. So use a taser, had no effect on him. It said ultimately cops were able to take, they were on, all three of them was on top of him. They was moving him. So they was trying to get the cuffs on. It was like, even when he got the cuffs on, like, it was tough. They tased him. Like they said, he said it was like a bear attack. So I'm just curious, bro, because people want to tell me all the time that these cops fear for their lives, and that's why they shoot people. But yet, here we have a 6'7", 315-pound lineman who just almost killed his girlfriend, who said, oh, wow, you still alive? After he choked her for the second time and was sitting down eating dinner. Wow. He thought she was dead. Then when she started moving, he was like, oh, you still alive? That's how sick this dude was. And they got there and seen her face. And yet, when they went to arrest him, they called it like it was wrestling a bear. Now, I'm not saying that they should have shot him, but stop telling me that these cops are so scared for their lives when they go against black people.
Well, with that,
and if they are scared, stop telling me it's because they told me Michael Brown, who was the other dude that got choked out? Eric Gray.
In New York, Eric Garner. City, yeah.
Right. I had to hear how big he was and how they had to put him in the chokehold to do it. But yet, y'all call this a bear attack, and nobody thought to pull out a weapon.
You're right.
So the fact that the cops was totally different when they got there versus if he was black. If that was Marcel Darius, I think we're talking about a totally different situation.
Facts.
And then the news don't cover it.
Yeah. So
just for him being white, he just kind of got slid under this system that let him pass through like nobody was watching. If it wasn't for black people on Twitter saying like, yo, why is it not getting attention? Then nobody ever would have said anything. So I just want everybody just to always think about that. Don't ever think that for a second we not getting killed because we black. Because this right here, a bear attack, Like, Brad, can you imagine somebody calling it? It said, and cops described the battle like they were trying to subdue a bear. Like, Brad, what is that? But we can move on before I get mad, man. See, now I'm in my Malcolm bag. There's no room for anyone to be on the fence. Man,
but also to add to that, I can imagine it's crazy how there's no video attached to it as well. You know, everything is definitely had a video. There was nobody like videotaping that like at all. Like, I don't know.
It was in his house, though, right?
They got the video of it. They got to of him trying to wrestle him. It's video
of something. It's got to be video. Usually stuff like this get out. Hopefully we'll see something like that.
I'm saying it was in his house though, right? This all happened in his house.
Yeah, I think so. All right,
that's
so
terrible.
boom.
I apologize to the lady. I didn't know. Again, that's why I said I didn't read it all. But he's a monster. It's terrible.
It was terrible.
It's terrible.
So let's try to talk about some football if we can before we get out of here. Because the Super Bowl is Sunday. Who y'all got? KC or Tampa?
I should pick Tampa. I think Tampa got the ingredients to beat Mahomes. Mahomes O-line's injured. They got 4 rushers that's gonna rush. They got great linebackers that's gonna, be fast and quick. And they got Tom Brady who win in big moments and big games. And they kind of got like the story around them, Tom Brady and all that type of stuff. It got a feel around it. Like the Giants, how they was on a run, and when Baltimore went on a run for the wild card, it got a feel on it. You know what I mean? It makes sense. So it makes sense. But I think Mahomes, is built different, and I think, maybe I'm rooting for him, black quarterback. I don't like Tom Brady. All that stuff is, melted in there. From why I'm picking him, but I really think he gonna overcome this, and him and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, is gonna be going down as one of the best trios ever, and they gonna solidify it, this week. So I'm going with KC. I'm sorry that was long winded, but yeah.
No, great answer.
I got KC. I prefer KC to win for similar things that Brad had said. Black quarterback.
You will be one Super Bowl away from losing your bet after that, though.
That's fine. That's fine. So it'll be all right. I do want him to win. Yeah, I want him to win. I want to see a good game. Like, I think this is very interesting, man. Like to see the GOAT against that kid.
The baby GOAT.
Yeah, it's like the baby GOAT. It's like this is an interesting game. And I hope it goes down to the wire. Like, I want it to be a wire game, a pressured situation. Let's see. Like, I want to see greatness. I want this game to produce greatness, whatever the outcome is. Like, if Tom Brady got Tom Brady got to win on the last second drive, I witnessed greatness. Like, I can say that because we can't say that, or we wasn't really cognizant of when Jordan was like greatness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, we seen Kobe, thank God for that, and we see LeBron. We see LeBron even now, but it's just like.
Ain't the same though.
It's not the same to when people compare like the GOAT, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, we actually seen Tom Brady in his greatness, and we're able to see Pat Mahomes, who people consider as one of the greats. So I want this to produce greatness, like a moment in time where we can be like, yo, remember that Super Bowl? That's just me.
I agree.
I got Tampa winning. I would love Kansas City win, but I got Tampa winning. I think it's one of those you thought it was over, but look at us now type of games. We thought Gronk was done. He in the Super Bowl. We thought AB was going to be done. He in the Super Bowl. We all thought when Brady and Belichick, separated. Look, he in the Super Bowl. And they playing at home. You know what I mean? I think it's one of those games that they going to show up and they going to show, hey, we didn't lose our touch. We here. We going to get this done. And I just got Tampa winning and then Brady retiring. Hopefully. Oh,
that was good. Good to bring that up. It was to add to, it's the Super, Tampa first time ever team playing that their home field. Add to Tom Brady legend. You know what I mean? So,
if Tom Brady win a Super Bowl, there's no way he's retiring.
No way.
Yeah, I know. It just sounds good though. It sounds.
Yeah, no, it does. Go to like some John Elway.
Oh, Mill said that. You said that?
Yeah,
I did. I said it quiet. I said it on a quiet.
I missed that. Oh, I missed that.
But I have the Chiefs winning. Mahomes is a black quarterback, so I will obviously root for him. But
Black History Month? Come on, man.
Black History Month? Come on, man. and Tom cool with Donnie T anyways. So I'm not rocking with him. But for me, is the Chiefs maybe the best team of all time, and the Bucks are not. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. So it's pretty simple for me. Mahomes is the better quarterback.
Wow.
Tom Brady.
That's how simple it was for you, Mike.
Yeah, that's how simple it is for me. I felt like if that's Mahomes instead of Aaron Rodgers last week, for one, Mahomes would probably run it and score that touchdown. But I don't think they lose that game. I don't think the Chiefs is losing that game if Tom Brady have those interceptions like that, play like that. So Tom Brady got to be 450 yards. Tom Brady then, and if y'all telling me he about to be that, then I mean, damn.
He to go.
I mean, damn. Like that's the greatest human being of all time. Like type of thing. If he does
all these three,
I am really looking forward to this game. Angie want to watch it with me because she is a Mahomes fan. So I'm excited. So we're gonna probably do a little something at the crib. All right. So it's some movement happened in the NFL. We gotta talk about that. The big trade, Stafford for Goff. I think the Lions sent Stafford to the Rams. The Rams sent Goff and 2 first-round picks and some other stuff.
And a second, I think.
In a second.
I think so.
All right. So let's get right to it. Is this move more about Stafford or Goff?
I think it's more about Goff. For me personally, I think it's more about Goff. It's a wake-up call. Like you had a good run. You went on a major slump, and your game digressed really bad, and like you just got sent away, like with a whole bunch of other pieces for one person. You know what I mean? Like you don't have that piece. You're not that piece we need to go further to win games, and I think that it just shows the disrespect. I think it's disrespectful. If it was me in his shoes, I would be disrespected. At the end of the season, they already had said that you was in a quarterback competition. So your starting position, was up for grabs as it is. And then you get traded away. The only benefit out of this is nobody in Detroit. So you're probably going to start. But they also got first-round pick. So they might draft a quarterback, and you probably going to sit the bench. So it's one of those moments. So me personally, I think it was more so about Goff than Stafford. But hey, who am I?
No, I agree. It's definitely more about Goff than Stafford. I mean, Stafford, it remains to be seen. I mean, but one thing we do know, he's better than Jared Goff. Jared Goff is god awful. Like the Rams got where they're at in spite of Jared Goff, and it's crazy because Heineke or whoever the guy that was replaced him, whatever his name is,
Wolford.
Yeah, Heineke was the football team.
Oh, okay. They honestly thought they was going to start him.
They did.
No, I'm saying in the next game he got hurt. No, I'm saying
they started him that game.
Yeah, they started in that game. But I'm saying they actually had that in their minds and they didn't even know this dude. This dude is Joe Schmo. Like he's legit Joe Schmo, and they was gonna start him over $130 million man. Like you're garbage is what they're saying. Like you are bad. And we know that from fantasy football. Like if you had Jared Goff in your fantasy lineup, you're playing Russian roulette. Like you're legit playing Russian roulette. It's like, oh my God, this dude has got negative points. Like how is that possible with Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods and all these weapons, and you got McVay? Yeah, McVay is the greatest mind, quote unquote, in football. It's like you're garbage. And I don't think it's a wake up call because you're terrible. It's finito. You're like he's like Brock Osweiler or whatever the guy. Like you'll never play again. It's over. You'll be a backup for the rest of your life. And so they had to make a change. And I think Matt Stafford was available and it was a reasonable price because the reality is that Detroit has to pay Jared Goff. Like that money doesn't go away. And like it's almost like giving away like when they made the Russell Westbrook trade for John Wall. And shout out to Russell Westbrook because we seen what he did. You know what I'm saying? I just had to throw that in there, Rad. You seen it? I had to send it to the messages. Shout out to Westbrook. He embarrassed the team that Rad talked about. And
He might be in China a couple years, bro.
all right. Anyways, he might be stuff on Marbury, but anyways, my point is that
Shout out to Starberries.
yeah, shout out to Starberries, man.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to Starberries.
A couple
Yeah.
Stephen Bears.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stephen
Shout out
Bears.
to Stephen Berries as well. Yeah.
Yo, if you was born after '94, you wouldn't know what we talking about.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? I bring back the stock conversation. If you put stock in Starberries, I hope you sold it. Yeah. but it went up at the time though. At the time it was on fire. It was lit.
On fire.
But yeah, it says more about Jared Goff. I think Matt Stafford, I mean, he's going to be better. Are they going to reach the Super Bowl? I guess we'll see, Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Anytime, will they beat the Bucks? I think the Bucks will be back, but that's neither here nor there.
I had an argument for Stafford, but y'all kind of wanted to make me switch it to Goff because, bro, McVay was like, he was his brainchild. Like he think like, it was one and the two to talk about it. So he had to sign off it. He had to demand it. He wanted you out of here. So you know what I mean? So that's hard to argue against. But they did give up a lot to get Stafford. You know what I mean? Like it was other options out there. You know, you could have went after Wentz, or you could have seen if you could get Jameis over. I don't know. You could have found out somebody you thought maybe just better than Goff potentially. They gave up 2 first-rounders because they think we gotta win now. But you know what I mean? We gotta win now. All things, and we got the best defense in the league. We won a playoff game. This quarterback can get us to the Super Bowl. Like, you know what I mean? Like the quarterback that you trading away. So I'm trying to throw Stafford some bill. But I think, you could have waited, you could have figured out something else. And I think they think Stafford 32 could play 5-6 more years of Stafford of decent, relevant football, and that Goff was declining. So I think they went after Stafford and they got him.
I would say this. I would say that I had Goff down as my answer. Right, y'all all said Goff, and I'm sure was trying to think about something for Stafford, and I came up with something, right? And I think from this standpoint, it is more about Stafford because what you just said, Rad. You mentioned Jameis, you mentioned Wentz, right? I don't think they were looking for a better quarterback than Jared Goff. Mm-hmm. He was looking for a quarterback to go win the Super Bowl. So to me, that's McVay saying Stafford is a quarterback I can win a Super Bowl with. He identified him because it's other quarterbacks that he's just looking for somebody different, somebody better. He didn't have to give up 2 first-round picks, even though their picks will be 28, right? So it's not a big deal. But I just feel like this is about Stafford because he's saying, like, listen, you aren't just better than Jared Goff. You are better to the point that we are willing to give up
all in. We all in,
and we about to go win the Super Bowl. Like you're
bro. They got everything is all in on Staff. They all in.
My only thing is, I will say this: like as far as the 2 first-round picks, when I say it's more about Jared Goff, like they actually had to put that in for Detroit to say yes to this.
Yes, I know.
That had nothing to do with Stafford. It's just the fact
that we want you that bad.
No. Not we want you that bad. I want to get rid of him so bad that I'm going to give you 2 first rounds.
It's the same thing.
But what I'm saying is, it's not because I have to dump this salary. Like that's the problem. It's not even so much a Stafford as it is. I have to dump this salary.
No, Sam.
Right. Nobody's going to take a Jared Goff contract if I'm not giving you 2 firsts.
No. Somebody listen to me. They already gave up 2 firsts for Jalen Ramsey.
Yes.
So they gave up 2. They gave up 2 more firsts. It's not like just giving up 2 firsts. They all the way out to like 2025
to get rid of him.
They wanted Matt Stafford. They wanted Matt Stafford, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is,
like, why would you giving up the next 4-5 years of first round picks? Like. You got like that's a lot. Like that like if Stafford is bad, that is going to kill. Like they're going to be terrible. They can literally go on a Cleveland Brown type of slump after 5 first round picks gone.
But they
were going to no quarterback.
They're going to be terrible anyway with Goff. It doesn't matter.
No, they got to. They won a playoff game. They could have kept doing that.
But that's just you're circling around. You're middling. The point. What I'm saying is that. In order for me, because basketball do it, like they do that when you have a terrible contract. Because the people you talk about all the time, like, oh my God, it's an untradeable contract.
NFL doesn't.
It's an untradeable contract, but because normally you just keep the quarterback. You just either you waive them after 2 years.
Because draft is so valuable.
Ain't-
Ain't
I'm saying-
nobody's giving up first
But
round
they
picks.
said they couldn't take the cap hit like that. It's like it's a wait. Like you're literally wasting life. I cannot go back to Jared Goff this next year. I have to give him away. So I got you over a barrel. If I'm Detroit, if I'm any team, I'm saying, yo, I don't even care about who I'm giving away. I need like 3 first to get you. If you giving me 140 million of Jared Goff and I got to keep him the next 3 years,
It's two.
Or the next
It's
2
two.
years.
It's
need
2
a
years,
sentence.
and then after that, it's no dead money. It's not the worst contract ever. It's bad, but it's not like, oh my god, it's 2 more years.
Well, it's bad
no
when
more
you're
money
rebuilding.
after that.
Because you don't like to have money
bad.
when you're rebuilding. Like you want to have free cap.
But they gonna have a top 5. Like, I don't know.
They're not gonna have a
So
top
what?
5 pick.
Detroit gonna be terrible.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible.
No,
Their own pick is gonna be
I'm
a top
saying
5
yeah,
pick.
but the Rams pick, like Mike said, is not going to be a great.
They probably
pick.
gonna let Kenny Galladay go. So yeah, they definitely in tank mode all the way. They never gonna
So
try to.
what? So we seen this with Jared Goff and Wentz, right? They were both in the same draft. Mariota, Winston, right? We seen these young quarterbacks that came in and like right moving on from them fairly fast, faster than normal. What does this? Is this going to bite? Is this the way the NFL is going now? Like, yo, if he not good enough, we not about to just sink, right? It's the old mindset that okay, let's go get Jonnu Smith. Let's go get a better tight end. Let's go get a better right tackle. Right? They just say, listen, he's not good enough. We got to move on. What does that
Alex
mean?
Smith not gonna. Yeah, and no more Alex Smiths of the world.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
being
What's
there
up?
20 years. I think the issue is the value of the quarterback went up so much, and people, every time you sign a quarterback, they got to become the richest quarterback in history. You know what I mean? It's literally every single time they taking so much of the cap. For me, you got to, if you ain't sure, this brings back the Baker Mayfield discussion we had earlier. Like, if you ain't sure he the guy,
Don't give him money.
I'm sorry. Don't give him the money. Like, or, you know what I mean? Jared Goff is out of here after they gave him the money. They like, forget it. I don't even care.
That was
You
a
know,
bad contract.
I messed up, but I'm not gonna just sit here and just live out this contract. I don't care. We're gonna give him up. So just give him up now. If you don't think he could get you to the Super Bowl, like, is he good enough to win a Super Bowl? Like, honestly, do you think your team gonna win a Super Bowl? And this next contract you give me, do you think your team is gonna win a Super Bowl? Objectively, and like, if that answer is no, don't give him the money. You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
The only issue is it's like it's tough because Matt Ryan got to a Super Bowl, right? And even though they lost, they should have actually won. It was a ridiculous game. But regardless, my point is Matt Ryan got to Super Bowl.
Jared Goff got to one too.
Jared Goff got to one, but that was the early Super Bowl, and that was like a lot of defense. But regardless, like I'm saying,
That offense was.
I mean, the
Jared
offense was
Goff
good.
had
The
a
offense
great-
was good. You're right.
Jared Goff had a great year.
He had a great year. Matt Ryan, what I'm saying is Matt Ryan played like very well, and if Atlanta says I'm going to give up on you, like then what, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of difficult because giving up on somebody so fast, it's like you don't.
I don't think Matt Ryan fit. I don't think Matt Ryan fit in that category though. He was winning playoff games. He was like, I'm talking about somebody that a team is semi carrying you, or like you're not having, like, it's a question.
But Jared Goff, you just said Jared Goff just had the best season of his life when he took him to the Super Bowl.
But the year after that he didn't. The year after that he didn't.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
So
like,
get off. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is it's not as easy as a GM to say I'm going to get rid of this player, right? But like in the case, I think we're saying like a Mitchell Trubisky, they should have been saying, yo, it's a finito. It's like what are we doing?
They said they're not coming back. They part ways.
When we drafted EJ, and then the very next year, I wanted us to draft Bridgewater that next year. That's how fast I wanted to get out of EJ, but the Bills.
You feel
it.
it.
That with Josh Allen, though.
I did. Who did?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And technically, if Josh Allen is what we saw this year, we would be so wrong and be very upset that we gave him away.
Right, but I mean, if he end up being up with that, I mean, that's a risk you take. That's a risk you take, but that doesn't really happen.
No,
The
NFL
usually know. The NFL usually know.
Quarterback that's been that bad.
No, you're right.
They go up that good.
It doesn't happen.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hopefully, have another good year. But if not, it might be Jared Goff all over again. We'll see. Like, people thought Jared Goff was the boy. Like,
I'm terrified of that.
But I don't.
I'm terrified.
But
of
I
that.
will say, like,
Or Derek Carr said, as Mike always say, Derek Carr. Derek Carr was the boy, and then like
It just
he got weird, and then he kind of evened out again, but it's never
He got hurt.
Whatever happened. I mean, hey, Deshaun Watson got hurt. He came back and got better somehow. You know what I mean? Hey.
So all right, well let's talk about Deshaun Watson because he requested a trade.
Segway King. I feel you.
I see you over there. So what's your thing about Deshaun Watson? Is he getting traded from the Texans?
Yeah.
You
He
said
will.
Mills?
He's not going nowhere. Not this year. They said they're not letting him go.
Say he gonna sit out.
They said
That's what I'm saying.
about James Harden.
Only option he has is to, go on strike. Don't play. Sit out. But they said that they're not moving him. It's a dub. They're not moving him. And ultimately, they got the final say.
Oh, for sure.
So
He actually do. He got a no trade clause. If that makes the like.
Well, no, because he wouldn't say
say
don't trade me. But yes, I get what you're
So
saying.
a certain team, like if they trying to be like shiesty or something, like I'd rather not play for a doodle team. You know what I mean? I want to get traded, but I want to get traded to the choices I want to be traded to. You know what I mean?
I'll say this. I am interested to see a team do this because they do have all the leverage on what who?
Carson Palmer did it.
But he retired.
He didn't play. I'm saying, and they traded him the next offseason.
What I'm saying is Carson Palmer legit retired. Like,
he didn't play.
But sitting out and retiring is two different things. Sitting out means I'm getting fined. Retiring means you cannot fine me. I'm literally done. I'm giving.
I got your rights.
No, you can still have my rights, but but like you cannot penalize me for not playing. It's a different.
Yeah, but you're not getting paid and getting penalized is the same thing. Like you just not getting your money.
No. Getting penalized means that they're taking away from you. Not getting paid just means you don't get paid.
Get taken away from that contract.
Yeah, but I don't want them to do that either.
You're not going out get some more money to pay the fine. I don't think. I think it's just literally fining from your contract that you're not.
I don't know how to find it works. I'm not sure how to find it works.
I don't either. I just made that up.
Yeah, but
come on, we on a sports show.
I understand
we just
that.
talk.
But regardless,
Mills, you gonna get to this level one day, bro. You gonna get to the level one day, Mills.
He literally just made that up. I'm like, but I know like Rat doesn't know anything what he's talking about. But I think they're gonna trade him. I do because like it's just like he doesn't. I think the NFL is getting to that. It's not there where the NBA is at. Nowhere close. But I think Deshaun Watson can make the situation so untenable that he can. That it's just like let's just trade him and get like 3 firsts in 2 seconds and something else and just move on with our lives.
They said they want 3 firsts and 2 starting defensive players, bro.
No, but that's not gonna happen.
Yo, but
I don't think
nobody this good, this young ever got traded. Like, come on, this is
crazy.
He's not gonna sit out.
I don't think he'll sit out either.
Le'Veon Bell did it.
Yeah, he did.
He said nobody thought it. Like,
yeah. No, you're right. Le'Veon Bell actually did.
Like, right? If it's that bad, right? What if something happened that bad that he said I want out? Then like I'll sit out too. But if it's that bad.
The issue is him sitting out doesn't do anything for him not being on Houston because next year he will still be on Houston because they have they just signed him to a contract. Like Le'Veon Bell, he sat out and then free agency happened. So it was like it didn't matter. Like the season was going to be over anyway. If Deshaun Watson has to do what Carson Palmer did and just retire. If Houston say I'm playing hardball, just say I'm retiring.
I would say this. I would say that he has all the leverage because he's the quarterback.
Yep.
Because you can't have the leader of your team sitting out at home. If it's a running back, who cares, right? You know, Tom Brady is still here.
Still got Dak. Zeke was gone.
Dak is still here. Dak is here. Right? If Deshaun Watson is not here and y'all telling me I'm supposed to be talking to who is this dude? Like, no, we're not doing that. So either you trade him so you don't have that, or you work it out. And I think they passed working out stage.
Nah, it's over.
I think they'll work it out.
Unless they're gonna get more money. Like
it's gonna work out.
This is tough. This is so tough for me because, bro, you giving up a 25-year-old stud quarterback. No. You know, you think you can win a Super Bowl with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh my God, like you as an organization is like, I'm looking for you. I'm gonna trade you to trying to draft you again. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy to me to think like, dude, why would I do that? Like, unless you want to trade to the Jaguars and think Trevor Lawrence that boy or something like that. But I don't know. It's just always tough for me.
Now I would do that. That's the only thing I'm doing. Trading him for Trevor Lawrence. Other than that, I'm not trading. If y'all Houston,
Deshaun Watson not playing, and
that's fine.
I think this climate of sports, this kind of NFL, I think everything accumulating to it, everything, literally everything, black life, all that stuff matters. I think it's gonna play a role somehow, some way, and he gonna get his way, and he gonna get traded. The whole player movement in the NBA, I think all that affects it. And he gonna get traded.
Yo, because as a coach, you every day, hey, what's up with Deshaun? Is he coming back? Hey, what's up with Deshaun? He coming back every day at training camp. You getting asked that.
It's a new coach.
What I'm doing is, name a quarterback that want to be traded this bad. This don't happen.
I'm doing this.
Besides
I'm calling Deshaun Watson. If I'm the GM and owner, I'm saying I'm going on. I'm
doing not picking
a press
up.
Conference.
Ignoring their calls.
That's fine. I'm doing a press conference and I'm saying, I can't get through to his agent, y'all. But I'm telling him he will see this. I will not trade him. His only option is to sit out or retire. He can do whatever he wants to do. I am not trading him. So you don't have to ask our coach when Deshaun is coming back. It doesn't have to be a fiasco. I am sorry to the fans that we have a player who don't want to play for my team.
How long you gonna do that, bro? How long you gonna do that? With a quarterback?
Honestly,
how long you gonna do that?
I would do it until his contract is over. I would do that.
You not. You wasted up and you're not getting nothing for him.
I would do
That's
it. That's
stupid. Then you would get fired. You would get fired. You literally get fired. And somebody he would fire you and bring in somebody come in here specifically to trade that man.
And you know what? I think, and I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that the owners is asking the Houston owner, please do it. We support you.
The longer you wait, the smaller the trade value get. Like
I agree, but
the most value right now today, the most value.
The issue is and then you know how the NFL is. You know how they owners are. This is scary. This is scary for them. If Deshaun Watson gets traded, it's over. The floodgates is open. It's like
you're right.
The power has shifted. If they do not say absolutely not, you just gonna sit down. Then they because at this point you can't control them.
Okay.
You gotta stand your ground. I'm just saying, if I own the team, I'm saying no.
As a collective, if you're gonna talk to the owners and go take that L, you gotta take the L, bro.
We're taking the L.
Now, but also on an individual basis, if you're really trying to win Super Bowls on your grind, you gotta trade them. You can let's the owners and let's get the Jerry call, Jerry call like, yo, bro, we ain't doing that. You see how he handling Dak? Don't let that happen, bro. So I can hear that, but anything short of that, they trade them.
So do y'all think Houston hired a black coach to try to convince Deshaun to stay?
Of course. Like who and then it was like, of course. They couldn't get the best black coach. They wasn't gonna get no Bieniemy or fresh year. We're not about to come in no bad situation. They had to hire a black coach, you know what I mean, who was the wide receiver coach for the Ravens, who happened to have the worst wide receiver core in the league. That's who they hired. So they hired I'm not bad, but they just hired a bad coach. They hired a coach, and he happened to be black. So they did. It's really good black coaches out there. They just hired. He
was the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver coach that one year when no wide receiver going to touchdown. Like, what are you talking about?
Because they're gonna paint that narrative just like they did with James Harden. We hired a black coach. Why would you do that to another black man? Like, I almost wanted to strangle every reporter who said that.
I was like, who?
It's like, stop. Like, why are y'all pitting up? Like, nobody says that when white people do this. Nobody ever says, oh my God, it's a white coach and you gonna do this to another white man. But you say it with the black man. And I hate that. Like, I swear I hate that.
Said in the movie, we expect black people to conduct business dumber, different than white people just because we're black. Yeah. Like, oh, why you hired a black coach? I don't care. Like, I wasn't even sure he was black at first. Well, I Googled him. I was like,
the wide receiver coach for the Baltimore Ravens. Word.
Yeah.
Jim Caldwell's out there. Jim Caldwell's out there, guys. Like, he's a good coach.
But they call him the assistant head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. That's what assistant head coach.
Oh wow.
So it sounds a lot better.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Hopefully he do well.
Yeah, hopefully definitely does well. Right, and this
he did say Deshaun is his quarterback. He said Deshaun.
Yeah, okay, because he was told to say that.
Yeah, he was told to say that. But this reminds me of the conversation we had in the summer when Steve Nash got hired, and when we talked about it being white privilege and how white coaches sometimes they just walk into jobs, and a lot of times black coaches got to take the worst job on the market just because we need opportunities. This was the worst job that
he couldn't say no.
Wanted.
He couldn't say no to that. He couldn't say no to that job.
Like, don't tell me that every other job got failed by a white dude and the worst job on the market. Now, that person, they want me to be happy that a black dude is there. Like, shout out to David Culley, but come on, bro. Like, you should have been like, nope, I'm not doing it either. But
the worst cap space in the league. Like, it's terrible over there.
It's a mess. So hopefully this doesn't ruin his chances of actually getting a real job. But maybe he know he's a terrible coach and know that this was his only opportunity.
Last payday. Last big payday.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah,
Get that bread. Get that bread. Happy Black History Month, man. Get that bread. Let's go.
This the GameStop
The first
stock.
black coach in Houston, Texas history. Let's go.
It's the AMC stock. Yeah.
This is GameStop. This is GameStop for sure. All right, so we've been here a while. We got any RIP shout out dedications we want to give out before we get out of here?
Mills that one, right?
Well, I know we're gonna say a good one for last, but I know it's Black History Month, but shout out to my man RIP, my man Screech, man, Saved by the Bell.
I can't believe you watched that, Mills.
I did, man. I loved it, man.
Shocking. It was shocking. I was like, he know who this guy is? Kind of shocking.
Yeah, 44. Died of cancer. Shout out to Streets.
Definitely
man.
shout out to him.
Hopefully Lisa give him a nice little kiss at the funeral. But shout out to
wow, Mills got the culture. Pop culture. Mills with the pop culture. Mills for pop culture.
Mills would be a crazy disc jockey over 98.5 Kids. Mills have him going crazy over there.
For sure.
What else? Also, I seen today 2 FBI agents were killed in Sunrise, Florida.
Yeah, it was even to it.
Doing a warrant for somebody that's accused like child pornography, child endangerment, some crazy stuff, right? And they said dudes just start opening up fire, killed 2 police officers, three others wounded. So crazy Sunrise, Florida.
Crazy.
So just everybody be careful. All over, right? Because I seen a lot of tweets saying this is why the police act like they do, whether it's a traffic stop or whether it's they going to kick down the cartel door. They always have to be on guard. So I feel like police officers going to definitely be on guard, probably a little bit more itchy, little trigger fingers. Just be careful on my black and brown people out there. Right? They lost two brothers, so they're gonna be a little on edge. So just make sure you be careful when you're out there, at least for the next couple of weeks.
Derek Carr for Deshaun Watson.
You back in the Twitter world, Mike.
Nah, not yet. That's what they saying. Though.
That's not happening, bro.
Mike, so you back in the Twitter world now, huh?
Bro, I'm back, bro. This my weekend was overload, like silhouette challenges and
because I ain't heard nothing about that.
Robin Hood, the FBI agents, the high school stuff. Bro, I was Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I was going back and forth like 3-man weave. And then last but not least, shout out to Cicely Tyson, man. She passed away. I want to say after we got done recording last week, Tuesday, we got the news. She passed away. Just a legend. Anybody got any words? Actually, Mel sent it to the group chat. That's how I found out.
No, definitely a legend, man. I think she had a long, beautiful life. 96, I believe 96. She started acting young.
Oh.
And she continued the process, throughout her life. So anything is possible, man. If you have that willpower, that dedication, just keep on pressing on to whatever goals you have, you can do it. And she was definitely an example, to the women, especially the young, African American women. Like, it's crazy. Like, even if she didn't have a big role, in the movie, she still, was out there. Like that Tyler Perry movie, I think it was Fall from Grace, I think. Mm-hmm. She was in there. She didn't really say much, but just her being there showed how how important she was, how people looked up to her, and we really applaud her, for her life and her legacy.
Yeah, I don't like people blaming this on 2021. Don't put Cicely Tyson in there, man. 96. Like, I'm not blaming this on 2021. Like,
yeah, she lived a beautiful life. I hope my parents and I hope myself and everybody, all my loved ones, lived that long. She saw, and I love that. I love, because she saw everything. She was born in the 20s. Like, she saw like literally the future. Like, she watched, the future. Watched the Jetson happen. You know what I mean? To go from the 20s to, you know, we got air fryers now. So
streaming stuff on HBO Max. Yeah,
yeah.
air fryer been the best invention in the last 80 years.
Shout out Ma. He said
Yeah.
shout out Ma. But yeah, she saw everything, man. For her, you know, to live that life, to live her life, she was in a time capsule. You know what I mean? To see that. So definitely. Also another one, rest in peace, John Chaney, a great coach with Temple. John Chaney, rest in peace, him. He was a great coach.
I think he made my top 5 coaches. So not was it not win a ring, or was it the NCAA? What we did?
I like the NCAA thing.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
All right, fellas, we've been here a while. I know Mills hate it, but we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Great show. Like I said, everybody be on the lookout for that interview Friday with Miss Body Language. We're gonna air that on Facebook live, probably 6 p.m. And you know, we YouTube, Apple, and Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, we are there. You know, tap in with us, show some love, come talk with us. Right, this is how we would talk if we was upstairs in Mom Duke's house, just kicking in for a couple hours. This is it, and like y'all just a fly on the wall. So we appreciate y'all.
When we get the bag, this will be the episode they go to, bro. That was a good episode, y'all boys.
That's a good episode.
This one of the episodes.
Shout out to us. No, like I said, we getting better. We just talking, and I love it. I love the progress. We're gonna keep getting better, and we're gonna see you next week. Hootie hoo! Go Chiefs!
Go Chiefs!
Go Chiefs!
Yes, sir.
Remember them regular days when there wasn't no more watches for me. Now the money keep calling for me. I'm feeling like everyone plotting on me. Gotta pray for my people to block where they stay, and I know they all counting on me. To go, we going straight to the top. You can't never look down on the streets. Remember them regular days when there wasn't no more watches for me. Now the money keep calling for me. I'm feeling like everyone plotting on me. Gotta pray for my people to block where they stay,